everyone. It's Marla Copal, the Vitality Mentor, and welcome today. Just had a little challenge getting in. So, as you can see, we're still all awaiting the openings of salons in Colorado so that we can get our hairs cut. And so I'm not a fan of wearing a hat in the house, but it seems to suffice when nothing else works. So, welcome back. It is April 23rd. And it's a great day. The new moon started last night, and I feel like it's an eclectic bubble up of a lot of things I'd like to cover today. But we're talking about resiliency and home-based business and how you choose your business. And there are a lot of things that need to be considered when you choose. And in my lifetime, of building a business and having 50 employees and then working for others in the corporate world and always choosing what I would call my side hustle, I eventually found what I would do and would not do. So I know that as a salesperson for over 50 years, and yes, I love the sales profession, but I'm also a marketer. I'm also a counselor. I'm also an educator. I have all of those skills. I knew very, very quickly, even when I was younger, that if I didn't believe in it and it wasn't useful in my life, I could not market it. So there's no diss here against any of the other companies that are out there. But when I wear jewelry, I wear specific pieces that I find and adore, and I wear them till I either lose them or they're with me forever. So I'm not a big jewelry buyer. So for me to market jewelry would not suit my style. I am a fast moving, active person. So if you look at me in my daily life, I don't do primping. I do makeup and I get my hair cut, and that's about it. I don't do nails and I don't do pedicures and I don't do a lot of that stuff. So so I'm getting some comments, but again, I'm still learning how to read comments on this thing. So thank you everybody who's watching, and I'm still just not seeing anything. So the so when I figure out how to read comments, I'll come in and I will respond back to all of you. So the thing about choosing a home-based business or a network marketing company, and they don't all have to be network marketing because there are people who make things in their garage and market them. There are a lot of people making foods and selling them at farmers markets. And I was just on a great call Wednesday where we have farmers and ranchers marketing their products and selling memberships where you can get some really wholesome, organic, grass-fed food. So I really want you to, and pardon my allergies, they're just deciding to flare up this morning. So I want you to be making a choice that's good for you. You've got to look at yourself. What will you do? Well, if I'm not a primper, I'm not going to go buy jewelry. It's because I don't need it to set off who I am. It's just something I've never done. I might like to get my colorful glasses, but I won't do a lot of other detail. If I can't get dressed within 15 minutes in the morning, it doesn't work for me. So if you come up to me and tell me you want to give me a facial, yes, I love to not have dry skin, but it's not going to work for me. So you really have to look at your lifestyle when you're making a choice. Additionally, there are these old myths out there that you want to go and listen to your family and friends because they're the first ones that'll do business with you. You know, they're the first ones that will throw water, cold water, on your idea for freedom or additional income. So don't go there. Do not go to family and friends. I have some that they don't even know what I do because they've got so many opinions about it from 50 years ago when whatever they got burned with burned them. And to me, I love the freedom. So I'm always looking for something that I can be inspired by. But the third thing you want to look at is value. Value. What value is it bringing you? Money brings you some comfort, but it is not the ultimate value for you. So for me, at age 71, I got to tell you, I had some issues. So in 2007, where my insomnia was just crazy, I found a product, but I had criteria. The criteria for me was, hey, Naomi, how are you? Um, if you make choices based on what somebody else is saying, it's not going to work. So, one of the reasons that I chose what I did in 2007 is I was an insomniac. I had been an insomniac for almost 15 years. And man, it was a drug free, EMF free, non consumable product. And I put it on my bed. I'm able to sleep with it. It was called the Biomat, and it's still available and it's out there. And it was a great thing. And it also took down some of my arthritis pain. But I still had nights that were inconsistent with sleep. And I kept trying to figure out, is that diet related or whatever else? So I enjoyed that product for 13 years, still use it, but marketed it at trade shows. But I personally chose not to do that anymore because it weighs 30 pounds. I had to carry a 30-pound bed, 30-pound massage table to put it on. And sometimes I carried two of each of those. And, there's just a point at which you don't want to set up stuff. So I didn't consciously start looking, but knowing that I always liked to do a home-based business and that I left my corporate job in at the age of 65, I wanted still something to stay active. I'm a highly curious, energetic, dynamic person, and I just don't have any concept of what that big R word is that other people use. Great if it's working for you. It doesn't work for me. So I'm out there choosing new things. So I found a product that I thought I could market because it served me well. But I realized I had no desire to market a product in which I'm asking you to swallow something every day. You have to go on an auto ship. And, and I got to keep convincing you because you don't understand or see or feel the difference that it has value. So that doesn't work for me either. I like products where you can see an immediate result and get a level of satisfaction. And if you're that kind of person, then I'm always looking for those conversations. But what I do when I present a network marketing business now, at least the one that I have, that I love and adore, is I ask everybody to use the product for 21 days. I never, ever, ever talk money, what they can earn, or what they can net out, because I don't know how they're going to work. I don't know their style. I don't know their introversion, extroversion, willingness, non-willingness to do something. I strictly present an opportunity for health, stability, no falling, cognitive boost, immune system boost with a patch. So I have simple, non-invasive, drug-free, non-electrical, non-consumable products. So those were my criteria. So when you talk to me, if you do, I'm going to always ask you your criteria. Where would you adore talking to people about? You may not want to have the health conversation. You may feel great. So then maybe what I have isn't for you, but I'm enough of a neutral, skilled person where I can sit here, listen to what you're saying, and suggest the other things you go look at. Not necessarily products, but things to research. So I'm an implementer, meaning when I get an idea, I put a plan together and I go implement. But you know who my allies are? My allies are my friends who do research. Not the ones that come back and say, don't do this and do this. The ones who say, have you thought of this? Have you thought of that? So I have this great group of friends that I get to go work with whatever I want, and I get to use their mind. If they're more analytic than I am, I say, hey, have you ever thought of doing business that might include some kinds of these services? And they might give me some feedback. And then I know now where I want to go research. So I know I've been a little bit all over the board this morning, but resiliency is not taking somebody else's word for it. It's like, oh, that's a really cool idea. Now, where do I want to go research? Because, and then go ask your other friends, have you ever researched this? Have you ever thought of this? Because before you go into a home-based business, it's great to have a business plan, and we're going to talk about business plans at some point. But you have to have a dream. You have to have something viable for you that fits your lifestyle, your frame of mind, your sense of adventure. So there was an interesting comment made today out there on Facebook. There's this woman I know that writes a column for our local newspaper. She posted a question about, is working from home a new economic privilege? You know, it's always been an economic opportunity, but is it a privilege? So think of all the people that have. So she asked me a question back, and I thought of the times that I worked, and we were in meetings for hours sometimes. And you know what? We really could have been in the meeting maybe 15 minutes. And the reason the meeting took so dang long was we didn't set the goal for what was the outcome we wanted out of the meeting. So we'd come in and have somebody say, I want input. And we'd sit there for an hour and have input. And at the end of the hour, we'd realize that, no, the decision was already made. They just wanted us to feel included. Well, that's a big con. So where is the value sometimes in working at the workplace? So maybe companies are going to start redesigning how they work. So if you are thinking of a home-based business and you're thinking of redesigning, tap into my creative brain. Send me questions, send me thoughts, and I will interface with you, and we can see, hey, maybe there's a new opportunity for you that you have been hesitating about, you haven't been thinking about. Now, I'm not a paid coach. So one of the things that happens when you do network marketing is you get a lot of leadership skills, you get a lot of training. And sometimes it's not that I'm free, I'm seasoned. I'm seasoned. I've been at this a while, and I've built businesses, and I support people, and I love to see people thrive. So if you really just want to have some vitality in your life and some great enthusiasm for what it is that you're choosing to do, I ask you to connect with me, please. Text Marla to 64600 or subscribe to my YouTube channel. Friend me on Facebook. Let's connect and let's see if I can help you choose your next step out of COVID, out of the rest, into the rest of your life, and go ahead and see if a network marketing business or another side business is for you. I have lots more criteria. I will see you Saturday morning at 8:30 Mountain Time. And until then, bye-bye, everyone, and thank you for watching.